set for football now on a rainy Sunday afternoon. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Yellow!
He'll start the drive here with Pacheco. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. No gain on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. You look at this Cowboy defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now Mahomes. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running behind center with Vaughn. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here is 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Up the middle, it's Vaughn. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back to Madden and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On the counter, it's Vaughn.
They find some open field here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the stream, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
Vaughn on the handoff.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Vaughn.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Mahomes quickly complete out wide. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is brought in at the 21.
following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. They start the drive with Vaughn. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb,
63 yards.
and the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
17-0 our score after one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Chiefs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On second down, it's Vaughn.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions, and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He'll check this one down to Vaughn.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his man on the out route.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Vaughn will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Cowboys 24, Chiefs nothing.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Mahomes going to throw. Incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 10.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's get it. Let's go.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Third quarter starts with a run from Bull. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 33. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. DeMarvion Overshone has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They're going to look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Yellow, yellow. Gotta go, baby.
Again, it's Pacheco. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
89 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
A run with Vaughn out of the gun.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. To try here for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Next to score, Cowboys 31, Chiefs 3.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout.
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for KC. 66 yards.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
Pacheco, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
Now they send a man in motion right. Now Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. From 4 yards out.
And the Chiefs get a bit closer.
On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Vaughn. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
2 yards leads to 3rd down and 14.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to... So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Vaughn on 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry up.
2 yards on the pickup.
Again, a run with Vaughn. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 115 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On the ground with Vaughn. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Deuce Vaughn, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Cowboys are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Chiefs 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first three quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Micah Parsons. Excellent job on that play. A big loss. 18 yards. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Easy.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up fourth down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
They'll take over first down 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Out of the gun, it's a give to Vaughn.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now back to throw.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Vaughn.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing, and partner, they do have some good news though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. that one a gain of 20 and a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Chiefs are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play.
Hey, 43, 15.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down, eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now third and goal.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was saved. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for the Cowboys, it's a 10th win of the
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna